Hey everybody, it's Mark, Mark's Home Hobbies. Yeah, what you're looking at there is a AC motor. It's off my bandsaw. Yeah, I was trying to finish up a project, which would be this guitar right here. Go along with a couple other projects I made recently. Here's the parts that I'm going to use on it. They come from this guitar right here. Get in the picture. There you go. Come from this guitar right here. Sorry about any camera work. I'm using a new camera here, so trying to get the hang of it. This is a guitar I made a long time ago. This one over here that's not quite good enough to scale. Maybe for a short scale bass it would work, but as a long scale bass it's not that great. It was my first try. Anyways, yeah, 3D printer back there, some parts. Long scale strings though may be a problem. I may have to get some other strings for it. I have some short scale bass strings. I'm making a short scale bass guitar. There's the neck. I think you can see that. That's a double octave neck, 30-inch scale. There's the body that I'm using, or the pieces I should say. These top pieces right here, this is hickory. Same with, let me just put this over here. This is also hickory right here. This down here is hard rock maple. That's going to be the bottom section where the neck mounts, so good hardy piece right down there. And this is also hickory right here. These are just rough cut, need to be planed out yet. The bottoms down here are, this is cedar, northern Michigan cedar right here. This is local hickory actually, from a 150-year-old hickory tree that was downed in the neighborhood by the last storm. So I managed to get my chainsaw over there and get a piece of that, and it's all good except for right here. There was just a little crack, and so I just put some filler in there and stuff, and I'll just live with it. Can't have everything perfect. Those are the tools that I was using so far: a straight edge, a ruler, small chisel. Here's some of the wood that I had left over from the piece. You can see how big that piece was. I mean, this whole chunk was, good sized chunk, and it was probably maybe this tall, probably about 2.5 feet tall, about 9 inches wide, about 18 inches thick. Really nice hickory. And I got some other wood up here that I was dingling around with. I'm gonna try to set up the stringer board in the middle for the back, for the neck. There's the old neck right there I was using on the bass. That's a 34-inch scale Mighty Mite. There's some more wood, various species, African mahogany, paddock, teak. Some bass underneath there hiding out. Yeah, so anyways, that was what I was using. And then I was cutting wood, and I got down to the last piece. This piece right here would be the filler piece. You can see I've marked it off. The filler piece for right here in the middle to go on the top. Yeah, and so my bandsaw decided to give up. So I did finish off a couple of cuts using a chop saw, and that didn't work so good. So I started using my bandsaw. Started trying to figure out why the bandsaw wasn't working, and I figured it would just be something simple like brushes, because what was happening was the saw would start, and then as I would press the piece of wood into the saw to start cutting, it would act like it was stalled and the motor would just hum. So yeah, that was happening. So I took the motor apart and took everything off. You can still see I didn't even clean anything up yet. I was so mad. Last part, frustrating. Anyways, so without doing any kind of troubleshooting on it at all, I noticed that there was no brushes, so it's an induction motor, which requires this run capacitor right here. It also helps it to start. So that would be the first clue, that it wouldn't always start, but after I rotated the band a little bit, it would start. So that would generally mean that this is probably bad, and according to the prices they charge for them on Amazon and such places to buy them, apparently that's a common failure. So I ended up finding one for $10. So we're going to replace that part. I ordered it just now, and we're going to replace that part, and hopefully we can get our bandsaw back up online here and finish off cutting on this fine looking wood right here. You know, I don't know if you can see the figuring on that wood, but I haven't even planed it down or sanded it or did anything to it. It's outstanding. I mean, that's just a little bit of oil on there from the actual. See if I can get a good description of it for you. But it really is very reflective kind of grain. Should make a fairly nice top. I don't know. The grain is going to be going all different ways, but not a big problem in my book. That's the only tools I used really to take apart the bandsaw here from Harbor Freight. It's a, you can probably see the, I don't know if that thing focuses in that good, but benchtop bandsaw, 9-inch, 1/3 horsepower, 1725 RPM, blah, blah, blah. I probably had about 50 blades on this thing, so I've had it for, I don't know, probably about maybe 6 or 8 years now. So it's still in relatively good shape. I don't use it that much. I mean, I do use it, but I have cut some pretty big logs using this saw, even though it only opens up, you know, this much, you know. It only opens up that much, but you can still cut a pretty good slab on it. So if you just take your time and don't rush things, because it's only got that tiny little blade in there, and you know, get a few extra blades, and that'll help you. So, anyways, back to the original at hand here. Just 2 screws, take it out on 1 wrench. Now you can fix it yourself, I guess. We're going to try. Hopefully that's the problem and it's not anything else. So I'll vacuum it all out and I'll clean up all this mess around here and proceed on some other projects using the, and I'll try to film it off for you guys too. Now that I've got this camera, I can set up on a tripod and I can do more professional 4K videos with it. Hopefully everything looks good and I've got the range right on it and all that stuff. I mean, I'm just trying things here. I'm no pro. So anyways, I'm going to let you guys get out of here today. Just a little quickie just to try out this new camera and let you know what's been going on lately. If you like what you're seeing and you like seeing workshop stuff and racing car stuff and guitar stuff, cat stuff, trophies, ribbons, prizes, fun, tools, you name it, it's here. Mark's Home Hobbies. Make sure you like and subscribe. Leave a comment. I'm open. If you want to collaborate with me, just leave me a message. We can get it done. Anyways, it's Mark's Home Hobbies. Have a fine day. See you in the next one.